Hope all of you are doing super well, and in this video I wanted to share with you some information on SWOT analysis. So this was something new that I'm trying to be a little more interactive, and I hope that this is going to help you out. I did get a couple of feedbacks on trying being a little interactive, so this is my first try and I really hope that this helps. So for those of you who don't know what SWOT analysis, this video is for you. So without any delay, let's get into it. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, little problems, but please do adjust, okay? So, SWOT analysis. So, it's a framework that's used to evaluate a company's competitive position. Okay, and why do we want to understand a company's competitive position is to develop strategic planning. Only know you when you know that where you stand, you would be able to build up a good strategy for your organization. And this is used for assessing the performance, the competition, risk, potential of a business. If a business needs to, address a particular product line, or if it needs to enter a new market, a new division, or if it needs to venture in a new industry, or needs to acquire any different entity. All these are situations in which an organization might want to do a SWOT analysis, which would help them to know where do they stand. Okay, simple as that. And before we go to the different components of SWOT analysis, the SWOT analysis consists of four quadrants. Okay, as you see over here, there are four quadrants, and the first quadrant stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, and if you see the very first row over here, it's usually the internal influencers, and the second row is usually the external influencers for an organization. The first column, strengths and opportunities, generally it's used to help the organization. It's potentially very beneficial for an organization because strengths and opportunities is something that would give value to an organization. The second column, weaknesses and threats, is something that the organization has to look into, and it's also generally, if it's not addressed, it's going to be a potential harm for the organization. Okay, so this is the structure of the SWOT analysis table, and now let's see it in detail. What are the different quadrants? So the very first quadrant is strengths, as I said. So strengths are it generally describes what an organization excels at. What does it do well? How does it stand, unique from other organizations? How does it stand out, like, comparing other organizations? So what is the competitive advantages of the organization? What is it doing well? Things of these areas an organization needs to ponder on and check where do they stand out and how unique they are. Okay, so it could be possible, your brand, you have a very good brand, and because of that brand you have loyal customers. So sometimes you needn't have, like, too many ad hoc customers, but just having so much of loyal customers, like my loyal subscribers, like all of you, it's a strength to the organization and even to me as well. Okay, so a unique capability that an organization could have. All these are examples of the strengths of an organization. The second one is weaknesses. So weaknesses generally notify the blocks an organization faces, and these blocks generally, limit the organization from performing to its very best potential. Okay, it's more like an anchor, you can say, and this either slows down the organization, or it can also be an entire block. Okay, and these are generally the areas that the organization needs to improve and focus on, else, as I mentioned, it's going to be a harm to the organization. So some examples of what an organization could be, the weaknesses of an organization: it could be a weak brand, or the organization is high on debts, and then outdated technology. Right now there's so much of things happening in the technology spectrum, and it's very important that organizations keep up as well with the technology, else having outdated technology could lead to redundant, applications, and you would be way back in the race. So it's very important to even focus on technology, which I consider as a weakness. And the next one is opportunities. So now coming on to the opportunities, which is the external influencers. So what are these opportunities? Opportunities are favorable external factors that could give an organization a competitive edge. Okay, so some opportunities could be like, let's say, some laws and some regulations have been changing, taxes are going to be less, then in that case you can maybe import or export better, products out in the market. You can enter new markets. Any favorable laws or regulations, those would be an opportunity. And then what I see as an opportunity, even I see technology as an opportunity, with generative AI coming out in the picture and so much happening around. You have so much of open source large learning models. Businesses need to take up this as an opportunity to enhance their technology and their business capability and processes. So these are some of the opportunities that a business needs to look at, and how they can kind of go ahead and address that opportunity. Okay, it could be even a possible set of customers, a segment that you would want to address. So anything of this could be opportunities. And the last one is threats. So what are these threats? These threats are factors that have the potential to harm an organization, and these threats are external threats, as I said. It could be competition, maybe some other competitors offering the same solution that you're providing at a much more lesser rate, at a very user friendly price. Cost, it could be like different packages. Or war, that could be one of the factors that could threaten your business. Climate, if especially you're running a let's say an agricultural or organic based business, sometimes climate could be another factor. Technology, if again technology, the boom in technology, and you're just so much outdated, that could be a threat towards you, because now clients also, they want the latest in the market technology. They are starting to ask for more, and that's why we need to also keep up with technology, as I said. So these are some of the threats, and that's how you can do a SWOT analysis. And with this, what are the benefits of doing a SWOT analysis? So the SWOT analysis is done, which makes complex problems more manageable. Let's say a business wants to look at where does it stand now, how is it doing better from the external competitors, or what do they need to focus on next. So usually you need to look into different data sources, collect data to understand what are the organization's strengths, weaknesses, threats. You need to refer external sources, know what's going on in the market. So this analysis happens in silos, I would say. So with this SWOT analysis, everything is done together. It gives you a unified view of the organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The report is much more in an appealing and visually, I would say, user-friendly way. The second benefit is it considers external factors as well. So usually when businesses check out what do they need to plan next, it's always most of the businesses, they consider the internal factors and internal influences, and they fail to recognize the external factors which could potentially have an impact on the business. So this SWOT analysis, by considering the opportunities and the threats, considers external influences and factors as well, which is very beneficial for a business. The third one is it can be applied to almost every business question. So what are these business questions? Should we be venturing into a new market? Should we be releasing this product? Should we be increasing our prices? Should we be updating our technology? Or should we be acquiring another organization? Should we go public? All these are business questions, and this framework is going to help answer all these questions. It's not only for an organization, it could be for a team, it could even, you can, as an individual, you can do a SWOT analysis as well. So it could answer any business question. And the last one is it may not be overly costly to prepare. So it's a simple framework. You just need to get the right people on the team and have everyone who can give you the best of perspectives. You don't need to have technical people on the team. You don't need to have special knowledge, as long as you have the right information to help out in this activity. It may not be very costly, but the benefits out of this framework is tremendous. So this is about SWOT analysis. And if you found this video useful and helpful, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe for more business analysis information, and also do share your feedbacks. Thank you.